Okay, today we are starting off with the Crimson Fleet Banshee. Now this ship looks similar to another ship called the Claymore, but they are not the same. So here is its front, here's its bottom. The bridge looks huge on this thing. You have your tanks for your fuel. We have some laser cannons or missile cannons, EMPs, so we'll see what they are. Here's another cannon. Our landing bay thrusters are all at the bottom or underneath. We have some radiator fins and some engines here. This is the first ship that I have bought from the Crimson Fleet. So you can join the Crimson Fleet and actually buy their ships. They have 3 unique ships that I've found so far and a quest ship. The quest ship will be placed on the special episodes. So it definitely has all 3 types of armaments. Let's go inside. Because I've bought this ship, I have not yet seen the inside of it, so we will see the inside of it together. It looks like we are in a storage or companionway, and it has a top docker. Here is this. This is the first time we've seen all of the computers with the navigation console. I really like it. It has a first aid station. Oh, okay, this computer doesn't work. And it has some lockers here and here. Okay. I saw a door here to the right side when we first walk in. Okay, can I move you guys out the way? Here are some weapon displays. Here are some weapon cases. You have a backpack stand and a helmet display that closes. You have a little table here, locker, door. It's a restroom. So this looks like a captain's quarters. Okay. What is this? Okay, so we'll backtrack a little bit. It looks like it goes around in a circle right here. This is on the left hand of the ship. You have a galley. We have 4 beds for our crew. They have their own restroom. I like this room too a lot. I'll have to see what this room is because I really want, whenever I build my own ship, for people to have their own area where they live. Come back into this hallway. There are 2 jump seats and a little computer. I don't really care for this hallway that much. So you come in here, this looks like a normal storage or companionway, and now we are in the brig. Not the brig, I'm sorry. Now we are in the cockpit. So I've seen this before. This is one of Deimos's ones. It's really nice. It can be mounted on the top or on the back. Here's your cargo hold and your captain's locker. You sit on this side, which is the only thing that's a little bit funky. You'll see that like you're always offset to the left a little bit. But that is the interior. Let's get out of here. So we're now on the outside, which means it's time to do our ship teardown.
Hey, what can I do for you? Sure, have it.
So here is the Crimson Fleet Banshee. It says 2, like I said in a previous video, the 1, 2, 3 tier system. It only changes the weapons and shields a tiny bit, but the actual base of the thing's still going to be the same. So instead of getting a 10 shield damage pulse laser, we got a 21. But let's start our breakdown. Here is our DS 30.1 Ares bridge, which means it's the worst version of their best bridge that they sell. You have your belly 4, which is just their bottom 4 piece. It is just for cosmetics. We have 2 helium-3 tanks. So give us 200 fuel so we can jump anywhere we need to for a single jump. We have our spine aft. This is just for looks. We have our first companionway. Landing gear. Hull, which is just for looks. Okay, let's look at, we have 2 of these pulse lasers. 21x6. Firebolt suppressor, which does 47 electromagnetic damage. Electromagnetic damages just target the systems themselves without damaging the shields or the hull. We have a cannon that damages the hull, so it looks like this pirate ship is a disabler ship. They want to disable the system so they can board swashbuckler style. So that's pretty cool. You have your shield generator. It is a max power 7. It has 730 max health at a 7% regain rate. So it's actually a pretty decent one. It also requires Starship Design 2 to use, which is a skill. You always start on level 1 and then it goes 2, 3, and 4. The cowling and the hull are all cosmetic pieces. The spines are completely cosmetic. So the majority of this ship appears to be cosmetic. We have our computer core. That's the first time we've seen a computer core before. It looks super awesome. I really like the way that it appeared. And then we have the captain's quarters. I was pretty sure that was the captain's quarters because of how many times we've seen it. We have the armory. That was where we could put our weapons and armor at. I'm sorry, the computer core was actually the room that I thought was useless. The battle station was the unique room with the console in the middle, so I apologize for that. On the right hand side, the all-in-one berth was where the companions lived. So I definitely want a berth for my companions to have, a habitat, and I want the battle station in my ship whenever I build it. These are all just for looks. You have your shielded cargo hold. This is something we haven't seen before. So it has 170 shielded cargo space to hide contraband. And some of these ships have an extra equipment piece. I don't know if this one has one or not. And it's a shield that has a 50% chance to stop them from scanning you if you're smuggling. It goes in a very special equipment slot for the ships called equipment. This is our normal docker top that we've seen 100 times. A spine, belly for the back, a brace. Let's look at the engines. It looks like it only has 2 engines. Each side are 22,000 thrust by 3,700 maneuvering thrust with a max power of 3. So this is a really good engine based on how much power it has. You could actually have 4 of these engines, making it 44,000 thrust with 7,500 maneuvering thrust per side. So that's super awesome. We have our aft, we have our cowling in the back, we have our reactor that's a 24 power, 40's the best. We have our aft's for the back. These are all cosmetic. Our landing bay. This one exits in the front. It's made by Demos. And then we have our landing gear. It looks like there's 4 of them. Let's see how they made the wings on each side. So they have the wing port C, which has the fin and the radiator, and then the wing port B, which is the same but with no fin and radiator, and then the wing A, which is just a wing. We also have our gravity drive. It's a 10 instead of a 9 or 8. And then we have our companionway. So really this one had a lot less companionways than I thought. There were only 2 companionways. And I thought there was at least 3 or 4, but I guess it was because one of these were so bland. And I'm pretty sure that it was a computer core. It was like a bland piece for a companionway and then like a small like computer area. But that is this ship. We'll go ahead and put it back together. And then I'll do a quick spin around so you can see it. This is the Crimson Fleet Banshee. This is the first ship that I bought from them instead of stolen from them. So yeah. You guys tell me if you liked it or not. And thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Bye.